Hello, 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 hello. How you guys doing? It is January 11th, 2024. It is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, honey. Woo, shout out to all my subscribers. Yes, we 300 strong. You're crazy. Yes, and growing, honey. I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers, honey. Please hit the likes, hit the subscription, hit the shares, hit the follows, honey. Because this channel, let me tell you, I do it for you. I do it for y'all. I promise you. I do it for the divine, but I do it for y'all as well, okay? So please, we got to get this out here because things are moving too fast. They control too much right now. They controlling too much of the narrative, and enough ain't being said. Baby, get your popcorn. Get your popcorn. Get your CBD oils. Get what you need to get right now. All right. Pause the video. Do what you need to do. Cause baby, I got a bombshell for y'all. I trust me, I got a lot here. I stay with a lot. But honey, it was just something. It was just something about America's read that was off. It was just something about the read that was off. And then the cards, when I went to shuffling them, they fell back out. So then I had to say self, and myself said, we're going to have to sit on this for a second, all right? Okay, in case y'all didn't understand why this deck or this spread is out, all right? But first, like I said, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the hottest spot on YouTube. You're crazy. Please accept this invitation to like, subscribe, and to share to this content. Because not only does it help the channel, but it helps those that are seeking this information. And without further ado, oh my God, it's not too often I will go over a read. I'll go over it before I drop it. Just to make sure I ain't saying nothing incriminating to myself. Even though I do have a disclaimer in the description, yes I do. But it was just something about the read that was off because there was so many court cards. And it just indicated something about a family. It just indicated family. And I couldn't understand. I just took it as allies. I just took it as those people that was involved. And not that I was wrong about the read, but the subject on America, I was off about. We're going to go back over that spread. Okay? We're going to go back over the spread because now Spirit finally gave me the reverence that it was trying to give me throughout the whole read. I was just so stuck on the country, not necessarily the people that was running the country. Okay? And Spirit brought to me our president, Mr. Joseph Biden. And he of course, he's the president of the United States, right? So there's no reason why he shouldn't be brought back up, right? Of course, he's the one that's making a decision, asking Congress to, for aid and stuff to send over to, Ukraine and Israel, right? Yeah. So it's not still making sense, even with everything we're seeing, even with everything we know, even with the blatant, flat out lies that's been said, and when that happens, you're going to see me. And we're going to get down to the bottom of it, all right? And baby, Spirit has got me down to the bottom of it. If you're looking at the title, all right, the title says, President Joe Biden blames them for his son's death/murder, ? All right? It's a question mark. It is a question mark. Don't forget the baby, okay? And don't forget the baby. Please say the baby. All right. The amount of hurt. Okay, I had to take notes. I had to take notes because it was coming fast. Like when it's almost like well, what all of y'all ever seen this movie? I'm trying to think of a movie. Um, I forgot. I don't know. I forgot the name of it. But basically, it was all about everybody having a key or a number or something like that, number 13 or something like that. I don't know. But this guy, he had multiple personalities, and the psychologist was going around, was trying to figure out which one of those personalities was the murderer. And come to find out, it was the little boy. All right. So it was like, and at the end, it was like you saw where the little boy was with all the deaths and stuff that was happening. You get what I'm saying? Like that. So with that being said, it was one of those moments for me. It was like, oh my God, like I started going back over to read in the punchlines and things that Spirit was giving me and not taking it into account that I may have been actually talking about an actual person. And that actual person may have been our president. And what this tower represented, like I said, was the question that drives us. I remember I told you about that Matrix reference. It's the question that drives us, honey. The why. Why are we in this? What's going on? Does Joe Biden blames them for his son's death/murder? All right. And we talked about this Queen of Cups. I couldn't understand the allegiance to this Queen of Cups. And this Queen of Cups was Spirit revealed to me that this is his wife. This is his wife. It should be the Empress, but it's a Queen of Cups because it's a motherly figure. Huh? Oh, it gets deep. Oh, it gets deep. Oh, it gets deep. This King of Swords was crossing this tower. Please go get your CBD, go get your cigarettes, go get your drinks, because, honey, this is a bombshell reading here. The amount of hurt when I finally tapped in on him, and I don't know if he felt it. I don't know if I need permission to do. I really don't need permission from anybody, to tap into them, but. I felt intrusive, but honey, when I did, God damn it, the amount of hurt and anger and bitterness and just flat out failure. It's the worst type of failure. It's the worst type of failure I've ever felt in my life. I failed a lot in my life. Let me tell you, I've been homeless, honey. Okay, I've had to do some things for some change, honey. And never when I was homeless. That's the crazy part about it. That's how Spirit goes when you're not paying attention. But it was a different type of failure, a type of hurt and depression and pain I have never felt ever. Even with my grief. Okay, if y'all been watching me enough, honey, I lost 8 family members in 2018, okay, before the pandemic, allegedly. But I'm going to stop right there with that, okay? I have my own anger and my own issues that I'm still dealing with as well. So I can kind of relate to what he's feeling. But it's different. It's different. And Spirit told me why it was different. Because of this King of Swords. Because of something he said. Because something he said. He promised this Queen of Cups here something. And we about to go into it. I'm going to tell you the messages that I heard. Because I feel like we're all entitled and should have the right to know why we all might be obliterated. Okay, why is all this happening? All right, hurt people hurt people. First, that's what they tell us. Hurt people, right? So somebody's hurting. Okay, the first step is acknowledging that you're hurt. And not just for yourself, but for others. With all the power that is invested in him, he wasn't able to save his son. He feels extreme remorse for his son's death. And we're going to go all the way into how finally Spirit revealed everything. Hold on. Now I got to go get me a swig. Hold on. I got my notes. Okay. So, how I came about it. For some strange reason, in these last few right before the part 2 read and all the way up until today, okay, just to let you know how long I've been thinking on this. I've been thinking about former President Bush, JW, the son, the last one, okay. And for some reason, I would know it's him, but his face wouldn't be there. And it's the craziest thing. I don't know if I was blocking his face out, but Spirit was, I don't know if it was Spirit trying to show, it was definitely Spirit trying to show me this, because it was like, there was nothing to prompt this guy to pump it in my head. Like, what are you telling me? Like, what is this about? Like, screw him, you know? And then with the weather and stuff coming up and stuff, for some reason, Katrina kept popping up in my head too. New Orleans. I was thinking maybe something was about to go on with New Orleans or whatnot, and that didn't happen. So what else happened? So then the Katrina, like I said, the Katrina reference kept coming up, right? And I just couldn't understand it. And then all of a sudden I just watched Funky Dineva, shout out to her, shout out to him. And he talked about the migrants, and somebody I don't know, I believe he's in Florida, but he was talking about somewhere in the country where somebody was asking folks to open their doors up to migrants and immigrants coming over and stuff. And so he was like, well, shoot, if you need a place for them to go, then why don't we shut down the NFL games? And I said to myself, you're damn right. First of all, I don't even understand how anybody's still playing in the NFL right now, because we supposed to be protesting due to Brian Flores' lawsuit and others' lawsuit, okay? We supposed to be protesting on that, and we supposed to be watching or buying tickets, but I digress. And he stated that we should shut down the NFL games and let the migrants and the immigrants live in the domes like they did with Katrina. You know, when they had nowhere to go, that was a quick place for them to be at. I mean, hello, that whole field. And you go ahead, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you're right. They'll be covered from the elements, especially in the cold places. You know, that's what the dome is for. The shelter from that. So I'm like, yeah. And then once again, I'm like, God damn it, what is this Katrina reference about? And then it came up to Bush. And then Spirit said, where you go? And then I finally said, Spirit, where you going with this? That's what I said. So I'm like, Spirit, where you going with this? Like, I finally just, I what's the word? Surrendered. I surrendered to whatever was happening, whatever Spirit was trying to show me, because it kept popping up. I kept seeing Bush in that goddamn plane looking over everything. I kept seeing him and his mother and his father in the dome looking around. I'll talk about it. Some of them look like they living better than I'm like, what? You know, just all those pictures just popping up in my face, and I'm like, what the hell? And finally, it hit me about what he said about Osama bin Laden. Like, after all, this is the guy who tried to kill my father. That popped up. And then I'm like, huh? And then all of a sudden I thought about, well, what the hell I got to do with Joe? And then Joe Biden face popped up. I'm like, well, what the hell I got to do with him? And then I thought about his son, Bo. And honey, I started getting this tight feeling in my chest that I literally had to like get my incense, get my spray, get everything, because I did not want to feel that feeling anymore. If this is how this man is feeling right now, and it had to do with his son. It wasn't about this. It was about the situation, but it was more so about what he said. All right, what did he say? Now, this is all alleged. Okay, this is all alleged. But what we do know is his son did go off to war, right? All right, this is all alleged. Spirit showed me all of this. Spirit showed me him and Jill speaking. Okay? It showed him and Jill speaking to each other about Bo going off to war. Right? Let me see where that note is. Hold on. Let me get to that. I like how I'm setting this up for y'all. It was them speaking about Bo going off to war. Now, whether it's known or not, this is all alleged. I'm just letting y'all know what Spirit showed me, all right? This is all alleged, okay? But what Spirit revealed to me, that Jill, First Lady Jill, and our President Joe had a serious talk about him not going off to war. Okay, from her standpoint, I don't know if they both knew about this or not, but she said she heard from a little birdie, if you pay this, you pay this amount to this person, they won't take your kids. Now, if you do this, or if you pay this to this person, they won't take your kids like that, And we always wonder, like, with them, they'll send our kids to war, but we won't send theirs, okay? And that was something that he felt like that would be an honor for him to go and serve the country. It would make him more, official for when he runs for president. I'm hearing all of this. I'm hearing and seeing this conversation. Clearly, this was in the past. So that's new. But, yeah. She's like, I know this guy. I heard about this guy. All we got to do is just give him this money and he don't have to go nowhere. Like that. I know this guy. All right. I know this guy. All we got to do is just pay him and he don't have to do nothing. He don't have to go. He don't have to serve. He don't have to do no, what you call it, whatnot. I don't know. I think he'll just say he served or some shit like that or whatnot like that. Also in the story, like I said, what else he was saying was that he's gonna get the Prince Harry treatment. This is all alleged. Like he was like, I promise you, he's not gonna get hurt. He's gonna get the Prince Harry treatment. He's not gonna see no real action. I promise you. He's gonna get trained. He's gonna see action, but he's not gonna be in action. That's it. I promise. I'm getting he broke his promise. He feels like he broke his promise to his wife. He feels like he broke his promise to his family. And most of all, he feels like he broke his promise to himself. As a father, he feels like he failed. And as a husband, he feels like he failed his wife. He wasn't supposed to see no real action. He wasn't even supposed to be there. But I'm seeing all this smoke here. I'm telling you, Spirit revealed it all. Spirit revealed it all. He wasn't supposed to see nothing. He was just there, just throwing away burning stuff. You see this? I'm sorry, the light ain't on. Hold on, guys. You see this? He wasn't supposed to see no real action. He was just there, just throwing away shit. Him and some other guys, they were just throwing away shit. They were just burning off stuff. You see that smoke in the back? And it just be official, just to make him more official for when he runs for president. I promise he's not going to get hurt. Jill insisted. She was insisting. She said, I want no probability. She wanted no probability of nothing happening to him. And he promised nothing wouldn't happen to him. And that promise was broke. He felt like he broke his promise. All those damn court cards. And I'm still sitting here thinking like, oh, this is about all just being in everybody's business, which we still are. I still didn't get to read wrong, but it went deeper than just what was on the surface. And when I look back over it, I'm like, God damn it, how could I have missed this? I'm talking about it kept coming up with this Queen of Cups, kept coming up with the Empress card, kept coming up referencing a family, kept coming up about a family, a marriage, a union in shambles, and not looking at the card as is, thinking that I'm reading on the United States, which I was, but it's not the president of the United States. Hello, that's just how it goes sometimes in tarot. And I encourage all readers to go back over your read sometimes when you get new revelation over stuff. Because like I said, the read was over. I went to shuffling, and Spirit said, no, the read ain't. It gets better. Oh, it gets better. Okay, no. You missed something. You missed the spot. You missed the spot, okay? Let's see. And that was before he went in, right? That was before he went in. Then that happened, and then this happened, okay? All right. Let's see. On the next page. Yeah. He felt like he broke a promise. I'm hearing this and let me tell you where I, like I said, now I'm hearing them fighting after, the diagnosis is grim. Him, being sick and stuff, and coming to find out what happened. Because remind you, at first, they wasn't sure what happened and why it was so aggressive. But then the reports came out about the burn pits and stuff, and that's when all hell broke loose, literally. Because they realized that this wasn't something that naturally occurred. This happened right where they had him at. This was his dude. That's all. They didn't want him having no action. All right? And with that duty he was doing there is what ultimately took him out. And I'm hearing her screaming at him, talking about, you promised he wouldn't get hurt. He was supposed to get he was supposed to get the Prince Harry treatment. What happened, Joe? You were being cheap. I heard this. This is all alleged. But I have to question, is this the same thing as 9/11? Is this a repeat of what happened? After all, this is the guy who tried to kill my father. And I'm wondering, is this revenge for Israel, or is this revenge for both? I remember our president saying something that has, with spirit. I'm like an elephant, honey. I don't forget much, honey. And it's like spirit here. Remember that. Okay, don't worry about it right now. Just move it along. Just remember this. It's like a picture. It's like a Polaroid. I take Polaroids of certain moments, moving Polaroids of certain moments that I found a way to when I need to see it. I'm like, wait a minute, where I know that? Where did I get that from? And I pull it back to the front and lay it out just like these cards here. I remember when he won, he was so distraught. And I couldn't understand the feeling. Why was he so distraught? And then I realized doing this as well, like I already knew about this gift, but then it's like I really, really saw it firsthand. Because I'm like, why are you so sad? And he's like, it should have been you. It should have been Bo. It should have been Bo. This should have been you. I don't know if he said this should have been you or this should have been Bo. Don't quote me on one of the two. Put it in the comments which phrase he said, but I knew he was referencing his son. And you know, when he won, he felt like this should have been, he ran because his son was supposed to run. And of course his son couldn't run because he passed away. So he ran for him and won. He made a promise to protect his family. And he felt like he failed. And it's almost like, you know, if I ever get a chance to get back at those bastards, I'm gonna get them. And I'm feeling that weight, that pressure that I was feeling earlier off my chest now. And that's why it's like we stand with Israel. So it's kind of hard to tell someone, oh, look at our kids, when someone's like, yeah, I lost kids too in this. So I hate to be callous about it, but this is the energy that I'm feeling when you trying to tell a parent who lost kids about you losing kids. Laughable and effed up at the same time. I told you this will be our theme for the year. I'm still going to give China, Russia, and now Japan, all their reads on the next round. I'm not going to go into this because, like I said, Spirit has already revealed what this is. Finally, the truth. I understand grief. I understand hurt. But this is madness. And we've been saying it's been madness and couldn't understand why. Because he's a grieving father. His family was never the same when this happened. His son, now the other son, started doing hardcore drugs because of what happened to his brother. And now y'all going after him. So now, as a father, he feels like he didn't protect his kids. He can't protect his kids. This is what I'm feeling. This is all alleged. But the pieces are starting to pretty much be put together. I want to go into the after tarot, but clearly we haven't even got to my Ukraine. Huh? We haven't gotten to Russia. We haven't gotten to them. We haven't gotten to China. Ooh, China. Whew. Yes, honey. We gonna have to pray for our president, honey. We gotta pray for the first lady, pray for their family. Y'all really need to lay off of the president's son right now and the president family, period. All right, whatever Trump going through, he made his bed and he now got a lot in it. But that don't give you the right to go after Joe right now. And you gonna mess around and you gonna really get your wish. And Kamala gonna be president. Watch yourself, honey. Watch yourself. You gonna mess around and aggravate him. You know he up there in age now. He up there. He up there. I'm coming up. Yes. On the rough side. Yes. Of the mountain. That's Joe. That is Joe. That is our president, Joe Biden, right now. So Spirit said y'all need to lay off him and his family right now. You know, the holidays was really, really rough. I don't know if this was an anniversary or something this year, but it was really rough. And it has been rough. It is still rough. And it's just coming constant. It's constantly coming. The attacks are constantly coming. They're coming from all over in the United States and abroad. And eventually something drastic is going to have to happen. And then something else drastic is going to happen. Because we're not the only game in town anymore, are we? It was all greasy and fun and games to what we did in 1945 when we're the first and the only one with that bitch. That is not the case now. Now, is it? So with that being said, he needs some therapy. Jill needs some therapy. Hunter needs some therapy. The family needs some therapy. The staff need therapy. There are a lot of people who served with him and lost with him. You understand me? The Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. You're crazy. You understand me? So there's a lot of people that feel his sentiments, but not constructively for the world. Okay? You know, you got a cult like, you got to understand there's a special group of parents, of people, okay, of parents who's lost kids. For whatever reason, gun violence, for whatever reason, you outlived your child. That is a special group now that him and his wife now belongs to. So I could never understand. That's the feeling that I'm telling you that I could never understand. That loss, that failure, that I've never felt that. And I don't never want to feel that ever in my life again. Don't ask me to tap back into that. I don't know. That's what it was. The loss of a child. I said, I've lost before, but bitch, I ain't never lose that. No, I ain't never lost that. I have not. And that is one hurtful ass feeling. So with that being said, guys, please like, subscribe, and share to this content, because not only does it help the channel, but it helps those that's seeking this information, especially if you're still here. If you're still here, hit the like button, hit the follow, hit the subscription. Yes, all the bells, let the rings, let the ding-a-ling-ling-ling ring. Yes. And pray, please, even if you don't pray for somebody else. It ain't about you. Sometimes you got to pray for others. That's what it said in the Bible. You got to pray for your enemies. You got to pray for others, period. Okay? As you would want them to pray for you. All right? My thoughts and prayers. No. You say your thoughts and prayers. No, pray. I'm sending my thoughts and prayers. No. Because you can't be sending it. You need to have sent it. Past. Not in how you sending if you talking? How you praying if you talking? I'm sending my thoughts. No. I sent you my thoughts and prayers. I prayed for courage and strength to get you through this, and understanding and forgiveness, as you will want God to forgive you. Okay? Ain't nobody perfect on this ball. You're crazy. And with that being said, please be safe, be blessed, and you already know to stay tuned.